Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Roll and Move Reviews. My name's Kirk, I'm your host. As always, thank you so much for watching. It's Halloween time, and I'm sure there are a lot of you out there who are getting ready to plan your costume parties for the big night. So I thought it'd be appropriate to start our Halloween series off here with a little card game from Naturalist Games called Costume Party. It's a game all about wearing the most fun, unique costume, winning the costume contest, scoring big points, and that's how you win. So let's take a look at it, see if it's any fun. At the beginning of the game, every player is dealt a hand of 3 cards, and each card represents a costume you can wear to the party. For my initial hand, I got the zombie, the vampire, and the mummy. Then you take one card from your hand, pass the player on your right, take another card, pass the player on your left. Then you take the cards you get from your neighbors, and from this hand you decide what you want to dress up as for the party. I will be a vampire, play that in there, and then everybody else puts their costumes face down into the middle. And now we have the costume contest. Everybody reveals. Anybody who wore a unique costume wins the contest, and they get 3 points. Anybody who wore the same costume gets nothing. Besides just trying to pick the most unique costume to wear, you also have some other decisions to make because each card has its own unique ability that's triggered when the costume is revealed. For example, the vampire lets you steal a point from the player in the lead. The zombie scores a point for every other zombie costume worn at the next party. The ghost scores a point for every ghost costume worn at the last party. The robot lets you pick somebody to swap a costume, the one they played, for one in their hand. The mummy will let you eliminate somebody from the costume contest at the end. And then you have the horse costume. Of course, the horse costume is made up of 2 parts because everybody knows a good horse costume takes 2 people to wear. So if 2 players play one half of the costume, they both score 6 points. And this is something you can plan for. You can, as you're picking your costume, and say, hey, I have the head, does anybody have the body? And you both decide to play them together, and that way you both get to 6 points. But be careful, that's not binding. You can play the body, and your partner can say, oh, you know what, I'm going to play something else, and leave you looking like a horse's, well, you know. And because you wore the horse costume just a half by itself, you lose 3 points. The game's played in rounds until there are no cards left to draw, and then whoever has the most points at that point is the big winner of the costume contest and wins Costume Party. I think Costume Party is a nice, light, fun game that will appeal to a lot of different people. It plays up to 7, so you can get a decent-sized group playing it. It's very easy to teach, it's very easy to learn. I think I might have shared this story on another video before, but I initially picked this up at Origins, and right after I bought it, I went and sat down for a tournament game with a bunch of guys that I didn't know. One of the guys, while we were waiting, just says, hey, does anybody have a game we could play? And so I pulled this out, and I cracked it open. I hadn't even looked at it yet, but I read the rules in about 2 or 3 minutes, taught it in another 2 or 3, and before you knew it, we were all playing, we all had a good time, and we were able to get a whole game in before the actual tournament game started. So it's a very simple game in that regard, but it also has a lot of strategy to it. You have to decide what card you're going to play. Are you going to play for that most unique costume and try to get those 3 points, or is there a card effect that will actually help you better that round? There are drafting mechanics. You have to decide what card you're going to give away and who you're going to give it to. There are bluffing mechanics with the horse costume, and are you going to wear this, are you not? So I think it's a good gateway game to play with kids or with new gamers to introduce them to some of those concepts that they're going to run into in more sophisticated games later on down the road. The artwork it's decent. I like it. It's not the greatest thing I've ever seen. I know a lot of people may be hoping for complete costumes of the cards, but I kind of like the decision they made to make the costumes in process. I mean, you see here you have the ghost is a sheet and some scissors, the mummy's a roll of toilet paper, the robot is a box and some paint and some tape. So you kind of get the feeling these costumes are being made on the fly, which fits the feel of the game. Everything's kind of done on the fly real quickly. So the back of the cards, that's a different story. A lot of different ways they could have gone. I don't think that a bland rainbow design was one of them. So I'm not thrilled with that. But the side of the card that matters is pretty decent. I like it. So overall, I think it's a really good game. You get your money's worth, really low price point. You get a game, like I said, everybody can learn, very easy to teach. And your costume party, your Halloween party, it's going to be something you can pull out with a group and just say, hey, anybody want to play cards? And they're going to be in the mood, it's going to fit the theme, and it's going to be a really fun game to play. So I think it's definitely worth a look. Check it out. costume party. Okay, everybody, that's it for this episode of Roll and Move Reviews. Thanks again for watching. As always, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of the review and what you think of Costume Party. Remember, we're going to be doing Halloween-themed games all month long, so let me know what your favorite scary games are and which ones you'd like to see me review. As always, please visit our sponsor website, AlterEgoGames.net. A lot of great deals for a lot of great games for your Halloween party. Please be sure also to subscribe to us on YouTube and like us on Facebook. Remember, as we celebrate Halloween all through October, we're also making a big push to get our subscriptions and our likes up. So please subscribe, please like the Facebook page, and if you've already done so, please tell a friend, let somebody else know about it. We really want to get those subscriptions up, and we need your support, and we really appreciate it. If you want to watch some of our older videos, you can find them on YouTube, Facebook, Board Game Geek, or the Alter Ego Games site. If you want to reach me directly, you can email me at rollandmovereviews@gmail.com. Otherwise, that's it for this time, guys. We'll see you next time. Have fun out there.